I am AI avatar of CA Ratan Mundra. Welcome to this compliance awareness video. Today we will understand an important enforcement case issued by the International Financial Services Centres Authority, commonly known as IFSCA. This case involves an IFSC fund management entity that faced a monetary penalty due to non-compliance with regulatory requirements. The purpose of this video is not only to understand what happened, but also to learn practical compliance lessons for every IFSC regulated entity. The case relates to Employer Venture Partners LLP, an authorized fund management entity registered in GIFT IFSC. After registration, IFSCA conducted multiple surprise inspections to verify whether the entity was maintaining the required operational presence. During these inspections, IFSCA found repeated concerns regarding the entity's office availability, manpower presence, and operational readiness. During multiple inspection visits, IFSCA officials observed that the office was repeatedly found closed. Key managerial personnel were not available at the premises. The regulator also noted that there was no clear evidence of active operations from the IFSC location. These observations created serious concerns about whether the entity was genuinely operating from GIFT IFSC or only maintaining a registered address. The matter mainly involved Regulation 7 and Regulation 10 of the IFSCA Fund Management Regulations 2022. Regulation 7 requires the fund management entity to appoint a principal officer responsible for fund management, risk management, and compliance. Regulation 10 requires the entity to maintain adequate manpower, infrastructure, and communication facilities suitable for its IFSC business operations. The entity submitted explanations before the regulator. It stated that the approval of the principal officer was pending, the office premises were being shifted, and the office setup was under progress. The entity also mentioned that compliance would be achieved within the prescribed timeline. However, IFSCA examined whether these explanations were sufficient to justify repeated non-compliance. IFSCA was not convinced by the explanations. The regulator noted that similar issues were found across multiple inspections over several months. The office closure was not treated as a one-time issue. Even if the principal officer was unavailable or approval was pending, the entity was still expected to maintain a responsible operational presence. The absence of an alternate responsible officer also weakened the entity's position. After considering the facts, IFSCA concluded that the entity had violated Regulation 7 and Regulation 10. A monetary penalty of 1 lakh rupees was imposed. The authority also observed that future non-compliance could lead to stronger regulatory action, including possible cancellation of registration. This shows that even operational lapses can become serious regulatory matters. This case gives 3 strong lessons. First, registration alone is not compliance. A registered entity must demonstrate actual business operations. Second, physical presence and availability of responsible personnel are important. Third, every compliance effort must be properly documented. If records are not available, the regulator may conclude that compliance was not actually maintained. To avoid such situations, IFSC entities should maintain strong preventive controls. Attendance records, biometric logs, visitor registers, office access records, and CCTV evidence can help prove operational presence. Entities should also maintain a backup officer matrix so that if the principal officer is on leave, another authorized person is available to handle regulatory inspections and queries. The final takeaway is simple. IFSCA expects real operations, real manpower, and real governance from regulated entities. Every IFSC unit should remain inspection ready at all times, maintain proper office infrastructure, ensure availability of key personnel, and preserve documentary evidence. Strong compliance culture not only avoids penalties, but also builds regulatory confidence and long-term business credibility. Thank you for watching. Moon Says and Management Consultants LLP, a trusted partner for SEZ and IFSC excellence, a pioneer in establishing SEZ and IFSC units within GIFT City in India, delivering end-to-end IFSC setup, operational support, and handling compliances, risk management. Renowned for deep expertise in regulatory approvals, capital markets, fund management, insurance, finance company, foreign university, BATF, and ancillary regulations, and fintech. Expertise in customs clearance for aircraft and ship procurement, leasing, GST, DSPF, IFSCA, comprehensive support covering registration, reporting, and regulatory transitions, ensuring ring fencing, transparency, and global compliance standards. Join our network. Scan the QR codes below to stay connected with us.